DALL-E 3 has been open to the public for 7 days. Sure, making an image is pretty simple, but I've found 7 creators that have discovered some insanely powerful tips to take you from a beginner to an advanced prompter using DALL-E 3 that you probably don't know. The last tip will blow your mind. Number 1, DALL-E 3 now lets you modify the images you generate. You can add elements, change colors, and much more. I'll show you how to do this easily directly in ChatGPT. So first, generate your first image. Start by generating images with the prompt you want. Example, a realistic child in a blue hoodie staring into the lens. Note, you can also change the image format by adding 16:9 to generate a horizontal image or 9:16 for a vertical one. But we have to request a seed image. Each image has a specific identifier called the seed. For example, the first image, the prompt is, what is the seed of image number 1? So use this prompt to modify the image you have chosen. Modify image 1 with seed, and here's the string, add a parrot on her shoulder. DALL-E 3 identifies the image and makes the changes for you. Some tips and tricks: you can generate as many variations as you like. It's also possible to remove an element from the image using the same method. Also, sometimes the image isn't 100% identical, but still looks very similar. Number 2, no need to make prompts for DALL-E 3. Just put this mega prompt first. Get professional images without knowing a thing about it. Shout out to Gibaltree, has shown a powerful tip for DALL-E 3. He gave a mega prompt to put in his custom instructions. No need for complex prompts. Step 1, go to custom instructions and add the 2-part prompt. In short, it looks something like this. Create prompts that paint a clear picture for image generation. It's starting like that. And how would you like to use ChatGPT respond? Generate images based on your detailed prompts using DALL-E 3. I'll show you the full prompt in the description down below. Step number 3, ChatGPT also suggests some ideas. Tell it to continue. In this example, I just ask it to be more colorful. Sometimes you have to restart the chat in the beginning, but it's a huge time saver. Here is the link to the prompt. I'll leave it in the description below. Number 3, one woman, different ages. Porkbun is a refreshingly different domain name register, different than the other ones like GoDaddy and Namecheap. They got the lowest prices on hundreds of different domain extensions, so you can create a website, blog, online portfolio, or anything you want to show off what you do. They've got everything from the usual .com domains to awesome ones like .pro, .dev, and .xyz. Every domain name at Porkbun comes with tons of freebies like SSL certificates, WHOIS privacy, DNS, and URL forwarding. Because why pay for things that should be free, right? They've also got free trials for their link in bio tool that makes it easy to keep links to all your platforms in one place, plus web and email hosting trails. If you're someone who loves new tech, check out their new AI-generated search tool using ChatGPT that is changing how people search for domain names. All of these incredible features and tools are backed by incredible support, 365 days a year, and more 5-star reviews on Trustpilot from real customers than anyone else. The Porkbun website is simple to use and easy to navigate. You can manage everything about your new domain from one place. And they don't do upsells like those other places do. So you're not being pressured to pay for products you'll never use. Click the link below and make sure you use the promo code awesomeness so you get $1 off your desired domain at Porkbun. Or scan the QR code that's on the screen right now for $1 off and start building your online identity now. Thanks to Porkbun for sponsoring this section of the video. Number 3, one woman, different ages. With the new changes to DALL-E 3 seed feature, it's good to use the same seed for ideal results. The process is quite simple. There is the entire chat request. Same woman, 4 different ages, 5, 20, 40, 60 years. Don't vary anything else, just vary the age. Use same seed for all images. Keep the hair same, everything else same, just vary the age. If any image is not corresponding to the requested age, ask DALL-E to fix that image. You can see that this is the result, which is absolutely beautiful. It actually looks like she's getting older and keeping a consistent character. Here you can see the entire chat from her right now. This is another example. As you can see, using same seed for all images, making it a little bit more consistent and looking at the same character. And then keep the hair same, everything else same, just vary the age. And there you get the picture that we originally note. The numbers you see below images, 1x, 2x, are just unique IDs I use to identify the images by setting custom instructions, something like this. It's very simple and helpful to refer to the images even midway in the chat. Instead, you can also use any understandable language to refer images like number 1, third image, etc. In here, I used that number to make this request, 12x too young, and I just showed you this. If you think this prompt is cool, I can't wait to show you the last one. Number 4, how to generate images with different seeds from the exact same prompt in DALL-E 3. Well, step 1 is to add this text in your custom instructions. So how it looks like is, quote, +E:\text means always use the exact text as image prompt for DALL-E 3. Generate 4 images, each with a different seed from the exact same prompt. List the seeds after the generation. Step 2, write +E, your exact prompt. Here you can see one of the images that he generated, and it kind of starts with E plus photo of a guy and a bonsai tree on an island. Another generation right here, and the next one. So the most important is that you can continue modifying the images using their seed number. So you get the seed number right away, which means more customization. Number 5, you can now use parameters in DALL-E. As you can see, stylize 0 versus stylize 1000 creates a huge difference. He says parameters are options added at the end of the prompt that change how an image generates. For example, ~AR11 means that an image will have a square aspect ratio. Here is what I wrote in my custom instructions for this. When you use DALL-E 3, I need you to follow all these instructions perfectly. I'm going to provide you a list of parameters, etc. And here are the parameters. So aspect ratio means square. That's funny, he actually custom instructed this. ~stylize or S parameter favors artistic color, composition, and form. And he basically explains what stylizing is. Weird gives you a weirder parameter, which is really great. And I bet you can add more, like psychedelic or cartoony, maybe hyper-realistic, things like that, to make sure that you always get the style that you actually want. He also says, please note that these parameters don't function the same way Midjourney does. GPT-4 will modify the prompt based on your custom instructions. For instance, if you want an image with a weird parameter to the max, GPT-4 modifies the prompt to produce the weirdest possible image. Number 6, it's hard to make consistent characters in DALL-E 3 until now. By combining everything we know so far, it's time to solve this problem. Here are the top 5 ways to create consistent characters in DALL-E 3. Method number 1, the most straightforward way is to ask DALL-E to generate multiple poses of the same character in a single image. An example, a character sheet of a chef showing the same person from multiple angles. So here is the first example, kind of like a character sheet they would use for Disney or something, right? And the same here as well, actually looking amazing from all these different angles. Next, instead of a character sheet, you can also use prompt like concept art of a person from multiple angles, comic strip depicting a person with multiple panels. You get the idea. Try to make many pics of a character in the same image, kind of like this image where you have a comic book strip, because ChatGPT will want to try to make a consistent character anyways. This method has one limitation. What if you want to generate consistent characters across multiple different images? Method number 2, he's taking from Anu, which we just covered, which is to create 4 different images, but with different age. So again, we have another example here of the character staying pretty consistent. Method number 3 is to describe your character in extreme detail. His age, eye color, hair length, shirt color, etc. Ask GPT to use this description as a reference every time it writes a prompt for DALL-E 3. So here you can see very similar here. And this is actually the strategy I use to try to create myself in DALL-E 3 Because my hair is in a bun, I'm Norwegian with a beard. Method number 4 is to start with a character sheet. Then use GPT to slowly modify this image into any style you like. As you can see, he's trying to create this like kind of Pixar-y dog that is just looking so cool. Method number 5, first write a detailed prompt. Method number 3, then change the prompt ever so slightly while keeping the body of the prompt and the seed constant. Yeah, these results look very similar for making a consistent character. Number 7, GPT-7 Vision and DALL-E 3 can generate incredible logos. This is easily one of the most underrated ChatGPT hacks right now. Here's how to do it in 4 simple steps. First, we need GPT-4 Vision to recognize your favorite logos and memorize the style so we can recreate it with a logo of your own. Find your favorite brand logos. I use my company for this logo, but you could use Apple, Nvidia, OpenAI, etc. Second, just upload your favorite logo. Simple, upload it just by dragging it in here and follow this prompt. I want to generate a logo similar to this one. Describe a prompt I could use in DALL-E 3 to achieve this. As you can see, we get a prompt right here to copy and paste and just switch to a new chat in DALL-E 3 and post that in there. As you can see, this is what it comes up with. Now, make the necessary changes. The most amazing part about this is you can talk to ChatGPT and reiterate the logo. Want the spacing a little wider? No problem. Just prompt the ChatGPT and let DALL-E 3 do its magic. Just like this, we got more specific. You now went from a beginner to an expert in prompting DALL-E. Thanks to Proper Prompter for gathering all these tweets. And thanks to all these amazing creators that you can find in the description down below. Go check them out. Check out our sponsors in the description down below. If you want to turn your DALL-E images into videos, I have a tutorial on the screen right now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.